to be a God that's not the second person in the Trinity. I don't mean that in disrespect in any way. I don't want you to think that God robed himself in flesh. He didn't decide that somebody else needed to come, but he himself robed himself in flesh and came among us. That is the greatest story that needs to be told this year. Can someone say amen?
Amen.
There are some great people in the world. I remember as a teenage boy, Henry Kissinger was coming to Central America. And Neil and I wanted to see Henry Kissinger. So he was coming into the airport in the evening, and we lived close to the U.S. resident embassy, and so we rode our bike down there, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited. Finally, here come the police cars and lights flashing. Here comes this big old Cadillac, stretched limo. And man, we were hoping to see him. All we saw of Henry Kissinger was the back of his head. And we can't even tell you that was his head. That's probably one of the greatest, closest I've ever been to any individual of greatness, except my wife Sandy. But you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm just another time, my dad was out of the country, and he said, "Now, son, at school today, Jorge's going to pick you up, and he says he's going to take you to the president's palace." And I said, "What am I going there for?" He says, "Well, I can't be there, and he wants to introduce myself, and so I can't be there, so you're going to have to go in for me." And I'll never forget, outside of school, all of a sudden these cop cars pulled up, and they came in, and they ushered me out of school, and I thought I was some bad dude now. You know, I was walking with a little sway in my hand. You know. They put me in the car, and they drove me through town. They got me to the president's palace. I got out, they ushered me in, and we went upstairs, and the president had just left to go somewhere. They took me into his office. I saw all that, and then they took me into the vice president's office and introduced me to them, and they told me, "This is Paul Lehman's son, who's a regional field supervisor of Latin America." And they were just giving a lot of just hot air, you know. But I thought this was pretty cool. I seen the phone there, that if the red phone, they talk about, you know, they had to have a red phone, and they had it there. They had all that stuff. They ushered me back out, and I spent the afternoon there, and it was just pretty cool. But you know what? Even out of all that splendor and earthly glory that was there, them people couldn't do nothing for me.
Right.
They didn't do nothing for me, really. They were very kind to me, and they gave me, you know what they ended up, I always wanted to be a ham operator. I don't even know if people know what a ham operator is. It's like a glorified CD.
Oh.
A CD radio, but this radio, you can.
They don't know what it is.
No idea.
You don't even know what a CD is. It's a little thing that used to be in the cars and the 10-4, buddy. And what's your handle? Yeah. My dad was always a Pathfinder, and what is your location? Your 1020. Yeah. If you ever saw a police car or police, he was a Smoky. And he's either going northbound or southbound. And you could only get like 4 or 5 miles away. But a ham radio, you could talk around the world. I'd talk to people in Russia in the evening. I'd do phone patches to the U.S. for missionaries in South America and Central America, Caribbean. I was a cool kid. And it was so weird because I should not have had the license. But Jorge, thank God for Jorge. He gave me a ham operator's license. I was TI-2 Lima Alpha Kilowatt. That's all the code I really knew. But I was talking to people that out there, everyone else had to know Morse code. Not me, because I knew Jorge. I had gone to the president's office. And they just, you know, when I look back at it now, I am incredibly thankful. Because my brother Neil had come back to the U.S. to go to college, and I was just by myself. and my parents were concerned that I would not get into trouble, you know, as a teenager, and so my dad got